Okay, Krameline here with AFX 5-Star Hobbies. In the process of switching my 6.1 standard chassis car that I was running at the Plex. I was running this in 13.5 at the Plex, and I'm in the process of moving it to a lefty chassis. And I originally had a Custom Works cage on my 360 car. One thing I like to do when I switch over from lefty and I can still run my Custom Works cage is I like to leave the protector gear that comes with the kit on the car, because with the Custom Works cage, when you put the Custom Works cage on, this this part of the chassis of the cage right here will stand on top of that spur gear, and if you have that protector on there, the actual cage will just set right here on top of it. Now you do have to file, you do have to sand this down a little bit. I hope you can see that, but you have to sand that down. I use a Dremel, just sand that down a little bit so it sets down nice and flat, and then that way it just I don't know, I think you get a lot better just a lot better setup. You know, chassis just sits on the chassis correctly, and then you don't have to mess with it real hard. So I think that works pretty good having that in there. On the side, of course, on the side, get this out of the way. On the side, you can actually, I just use my Lexan pliers here, and I kind of bend it up and kind of do it so it kind of gets that away from the spur gear and the pinion. You can also cut this out if you want, cut that out. I kind of like to have the flange just to kind of keep some of the dirt or anything that flies up and doesn't get in the gears. So you can just kind of flare this out a little bit. So, I hope that helps. What else? Oh, on the back here, I do cut this one off. Just gives me a little bit more room for my shock on this side so it doesn't hit. But I do leave this one here. So that's it. Thanks.